Hi, my name is Jennifer Timmer, and I'm a biologist with Bird Conservancy of the Rockies. In the short video, I will go over some key features on the Rocky Mountain Avian Data Center. Specifically, I'll go over some common filter selections for querying the database. If you haven't already, be sure to listen to the short introduction video on the Avian Data Center to learn a little more background information on the database and some available tutorials. So to start, you can select or query bird population estimates, survey locations, sampling effort, and species counts for specific regions, projects, and time periods using filter selection. Selecting filters is one way to find data and information in a very large database. So from the home page of the Rocky Mountain Avian Data Center, click on the Explore the Data tab in the center. This will take you right to the database. Click OK for the disclaimer that pops up, and you are ready to go. So in the upper left here, you'll see the word filter, and you'll see this drop-down box. So this is just a list of our filters that you can use to select data from the database, but I'm just going to go over some of the more common filters. So if you click on Study Design, click Add, and you'll see this Add Filter box down here. So IMBCR is our integrated monitoring program. So a lot of our data on the database come from this IMBCR program. So that's a pretty popular filter. I also want to mention the GRITS filter. That will pull out estimates for overlay projects. And those projects are usually created in response to a specific management question, but the estimates are not combined or rolled up into the overall IMBCR monitoring program, but they do use the same sampling design and field methods. So go ahead and click cancel for that so we can go back over to the filter box. So you see BCR next. BCR, that filter will allow you to select data or results for a particular bird conservation region, but it's also going to pull up information for all strata within a BCR. The strata are simply areas our funding partners want to make inference to. So it could be BLM field offices, national parks, national grasslands, national forests. Similarly, the state filter will also provide a list of all the states where we have data collected. And once you select a state, again, it's going to pull up all of the estimates for different strata within that state. If you go down to the priority species list filter, that will pull up all species that are designated some special status for a management entity. So for a state agency, it will provide a list of species of greatest conservation need, and for the BLM, it will provide a list of sensitive species. The species filter is pretty intuitive, and that filter will allow you to select information or data for a particular species, like grasshopper sparrows. Similarly, the year filter will allow you to select data for a specific year, so just narrows down your search. The Superstratum filter is a roll-up of estimates from all individual strata within the region using area-weighted means. So for an example, if you click on Superstratum, hit the Add button, and then in the box, you see BCR 17, or the Badlands and Prairies Bird Conservation Region. So that filter is going to provide regional estimates for BCR 17, and it's not going to provide a list of all of the individual strata within it. So if you're just interested in a regional estimate for a species, you would want to use the Superstratum filter. Let's click cancel, and let's go back up. Our last filter is individual stratum. Let's click on add. So individual stratum is just, it means it's a specific management unit. So it's a little intuitive, but let's go down to SD in this list of all of our strata. So SD is for South Dakota. So you see this stratum for Jewel Cave National Monument. So if you're just interested in estimates for Jewel Cave National Monument, then you would select that filter. And so actually, we're going to go ahead and select that filter. So click Add. So you can see up in this blue box here, it has the filter that you selected as well as the value of that filter. Let's say we're interested in grasshopper sparrow estimates for Jewel Cave National Monument. So since our stratum's already selected, go up to the filter drop-down box, select species, hit Add, and then in the list of options, click on grasshopper sparrow and add filter. So now if you were to hit this Run Query button, which is highlighted in red, and anytime you have a filter selected, that button will show up in red. So if you hit that button, it's going to provide estimates for grasshopper sparrows for just Jewel Cave National Monument. I'm going to show one more example here. So hit that Clear All Filters button to get rid of what you've just selected. So let's say you are interested in, again, grasshopper sparrow estimates. So select Species, Add, and from the species list, look for grasshopper sparrow, click Add Filter. Let's say you're just interested in regional population estimates for grasshopper sparrows. And let's say you are interested in that Badlands and Prairies bird conservation region. So let's go up and now let's select Superstratum, click Add, and then from our list, let's select BCR 17, click Add Filter. So now this is going to pull out estimates for grasshopper sparrows for the entire BCR 17. So it's going to provide regional estimates, and it's going to provide it for all years that we have monitoring data because we didn't specify a year. If you were only interested in grasshopper sparrow estimates in BCR 17 for say 2017, you would select year from the filter drop-down box, click Add, and then from the years, select 2017, click Add Filter, and now you're ready to get a regional population estimate for grasshopper sparrows in just 2017. So again, keep in mind that the database is really large. So the more specific your query or your question, the faster it's going to run when you hit that Run Query button. Thanks for your time today, and be sure to listen in to our next video. I ran a query, now what? Thank you.